What's up guys, Jeff Cavalier, ATHLEAN-X.com. Today we're going to talk about how to build wider shoulders. And I'm going to tell you right now, it's a lot easier than you might have thought it is. And it only requires that you'll be willing to change up the load on the same exercise. You see, you can do a side lateral raise, we know, to target that middle head of the delt. Which, by the way, as a quick aside, anatomically, when we're looking to build that width, it isn't just the middle delt that contributes there. We can see that the front delt actually provides some overlap here, as does the rear delt. So a complete shoulder program is going to be the best way to do this, but if you want to focus your efforts here and get more bang for your buck, that middle head is what you should be tackling. The exercise we're talking about is a side lateral raise, and I'm talking about doing it two ways, a light and a heavy. And of course the mechanics on the exercise are going to change, but if you want to build maximum shoulder development, you need to lift both light and heavy. It's one of these situations where people think, well, Jeff has recommended light weights before. It doesn't mean exclusively light. And Jeff has also recommended heavy weight training before, but it's not exclusively heavy. As a matter of fact, whatever you're doing less of right now is probably where you should be varying more of your efforts, but even then, both of these should be part of your arsenal. Let me show you the differences in how you want to perform them though, and why, because that's where all the benefits come from. If I do light, my main focus should be, and yours should be this, muscle recruitment of the appropriate muscle and a metabolic overload in your training, meaning really trying to build up higher repetitions, more metabolic damage here in the shoulder. And we could do that by first performing it like this. The first move when we do this lateral raise is right here in the muscle we're trying to target. We're trying to recruit the delt to do the work, not allowing the traps to start shrugging your arm up to initiate the lift. So it means lighter weights. I've got 15 pounds here. Sometimes I use 10. And I'm trying to initiate right here, as you can see, right there in that mid delt. Okay? If I initiate there, the rest of the course of the upward lift here is all going to be handled by that mid delt. And I come back down slow. I want to make sure all the effort is being focused and directed right here. And again, I come up, I try to keep the tension on the delt as much as possible. I'm not looking to rest or give it any time off. As a matter of fact, one of the techniques I've talked about is a 1.5 rep. Come down only halfway, go back up again. There's no momentum at play here. Everything is under the control of the middle delt doing all the work, with the idea being to get to the point where it's burning and you keep going until you cannot tolerate the burn even a single second more. That's a metabolic overload. That's the purpose of that. When we go and we switch to the heavy dumbbells, we have a couple other benefits here that can't be overlooked. Again, if you want maximum shoulder development, it needs to be part of your training. This is a cheat lateral, and the benefit here is twofold. Number one, we have the opportunity to accelerate a heavy weight. Compensatory acceleration of heavier weights is one of the best ways to recruit type 2 muscle fibers in any muscle you train. When it comes to the shoulders, they tend to respond very quickly in the form of more hypertrophy and growth. The second benefit we get is a controlled eccentric on the way down, which is something we don't often get with shoulder training because of the nature of the lifts that we do. They don't really place a real eccentric stress on the mid delts. This exercise does. So we load up with something substantially heavier. This is 45 pounds, 3 times that weight. This, we get into an athletic stance. Arm in front of our body here. We're going to load up, accelerate the weight up under control still. When we get to the top, try to freeze it, and then eccentrically control on the way down. It's still going to come down at a quick pace, but we're eccentrically fighting that. So it's here, up, and down, up, and down, up, and down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. Every time trying to accelerate up and down. One more. Okay, another option you have, going even lighter right after that. Take advantage of that metabolic buildup and then just try to control a few really nice slow control reps at the end of that. The idea is, guys, complete shoulder development, complete muscular development really of any muscle requires a mix of both heavier and lighter weights. The interesting thing here is the same exercise is going to be incredibly effective at hitting this area you're trying to grow and widen, but varying the load has two substantially different impacts and results. You need to figure out how to do both. As I said in the beginning, whatever you're doing less of right now is what you should be varying more of your focus towards. Guys, I hope you found the video helpful. If you haven't already, make sure you try this. And if you haven't done so, guys, make sure you leave a comment and let me know what else you want me to cover. What other things can I try to help you with these videos? I'll do my best to do that for you. If you haven't already done so, click subscribe and turn on your notifications so you never miss a new video when we put one out. And if you're looking for programs where nothing gets overlooked, heavy, light, eccentric, metabolic, all the stimuli for growth, we build them into all of our programs. They're all available over at ATHLEAN-X.com, step-by-step way. All right, guys, we'll be back here again in just a couple days. See ya.